the moment that we are truly in relationship to another, this is the other piece. If we're not really sensitive to the other, we can sort of go through life not relating, not actually relating, sort of half heartedly relating. And part of becoming more aware ourselves is we realize that, and we realize the ouch of that or the pain of that, both for the other, but also for ourselves, that we feel isolated. So I think this capacity to be tuned into the subtle, to recognize the impact of our actions. I mean, somebody might do something silly like throw a glass jar into the garbage can really hard, and it scares people. And they might think nothing of it, but it affects the field. People are on guard around a person that does that because even though it wasn't intentionally violent, it has some of the markers of violence, and that's scary. And so, that's just a sort of a silly example, but it extends into everything. The more we tune into the subtle, because everything is communication, everything is negotiation. Communication isn't just words, facial gestures, positioning in relation to another. I mean, just imagine somebody sitting at their desk and you standing very closely behind them quietly for 20 minutes. That's going to make them uncomfortable. You didn't say anything. You didn't communicate to them, but you communicated to them that this is weird, that you're doing something that could be dangerous or weird. And so I think it's really important that the more mindful we become, again, these are obvious examples, but as we become more mindful and more aware of sort of the impact we have on others, we become a better communicator because we realize the impact we have on others. The person that's not a particularly good communicator doesn't really know the effect they're having. If they knew, they wouldn't be doing it that way. And it's the manager who's yelling at people. They think they might be inspiring action, but if they really knew how toxic that was and why their employees don't perform for them and why employees leave, then they wouldn't do it. And only when their own awareness sort of raises up, can they say, "Oh, I want to feel better. I want my team to feel better. I want my performance to be better. I want to get bigger raises because my team is performing better." I mean, there's real tangible sort of effects to this, and then there's the moment to moment always effect.